Hey everybody, this is Josh, and we are here for Game 4 in the V, Week 20. CatZ is currently leading 2-1 against his opponent, RGN.Perfect, this green Protoss way over here on the right side of MLG Metalopolis. CatZ, again, is the yellow Zerg. He is our defending champion on the V. He's looking to make himself another $100 here tonight against RGN.Perfect. RGN.Perfect, the new guy. These guys actually just played in the grand finals of another tournament for $1,000, and CatZ actually came back from an 0-2 deficit to win that 3-2. So Perfect is out for blood, looking for revenge. He won that first game in pretty quick fashion on Crossfire, but since then CatZ has just been on top of his game, taking those next 2 games. So basically, the order went Perfect, CatZ, and now we're in Game 4, and it's a best-of-7 series for $100. If you didn't know, the V is a weekly King of the Hill show match series, hosted by Complexity Gaming at ComplexityGaming.com, sponsored by Creative Sound Blaster, PNY, and QPadUSA.com. I'm Josh Suv, aka AskJoshy, on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube.com/AskJoshy. I'd really appreciate it if you go check out all my other casts and interviews and behind-the-scenes stuff on YouTube after this live cast is over. But here we go, MLG Metalopolis cross-position PvZ. CatZ is getting that pool up before doing anything else. He's actually going to do the extractor trick here. It looks like perhaps a double extractor trick. Yes, and he's doing that so that he can have more supply for these lovely little Zerglings. He's going to be sending a volley of 6 Zerglings over at Perfect as fast as he possibly can. He scouted that close flying position. He knows it's MLG Metalopolis. Close positions aren't possible, so he's going across the map already. Perfect, basically doing some scouting of his own all the way across position. Finds these lings already. Oh my goodness, so here we go. CatZ already doing the fastest attack possible. Perfect did build his gateway at like 9 or 10, so this is actually a very decent way to try and defend against this. He's going to need something to plug this sort of gap here. I don't know if the single Zealot's going to be prepared in time. He's got Chrono Boost. He is Chrono Boosting the Zealot, and he's pulling all of his probes now to defend against this. He needs to hold position there long enough for these Zealots to pop out. There he goes. It looks like one probe is taking the bulk of the damage there in the front. Oh my goodness, Perfect. You need a little bit of micro there. Do that mineral walk, save your probe, but no, the Zealot does pop out. He is starting to hack these lings into little pieces, and basically, that's how you defend a 7 pool. He's trying to cheese him out quickly, but not actually going to manage to do anything. If we look at workers killed and things like that, CatZ has already lost 3 lings to just 1 probe. So pretty solid defense. Perfect basically was banking on the fact that CatZ was going to attack him that quickly, and it paid off with that quick gateway defense. Back in CatZ base, he's got this first extractor just now coming up. He is going to actually work his way toward that Zergling speed. One thing Perfect could do, actually, that was a pretty solid 7 pool defense. One thing he could do is get up to a 4-gate, do a very standard sort of attack, and perhaps do enough damage to actually win the game. It can be very difficult to recover from that when CatZ has not been building drones really very much. He's got 14 drones against 19 from Perfect. He's got another little round of lings sort of hanging out here at the gold base. CatZ isn't way behind, but if Perfect does the right things, it is going to be very, very difficult to hold off a 4-gate. But it doesn't look like Perfect's interested in that. He's actually massing up a lot of minerals right now. He could actually go gateway, 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 or he could be waiting for that Nexus once again. It looks like he is going to go for the Nexus again. This broadcast did start about 57 minutes ago. This is perhaps going to be our new weekly time. I haven't actually decided yet. I've been very busy since moving out to California, but I did start a full-time job with IGN.com, so the schedule has been a little bit sort of crazy lately, but hopefully we'll be back on a regular schedule soon. MLG Anaheim is coming up in just 2 weeks from today, so not sure what we're going to be able to do that. Hopefully by the time MLG Anaheim wraps up, we'll be back on a normal schedule, but CatZ does have a lot of lings here. Speed has begun, and he is getting a gold base up and running right here. Perfect does not have control of the Xel'Naga Tower, so he does not know that this is actually going on. He is dropping gateway, gateway, gateway. Here comes that 4-gate aggression. I'm glad, but the Nexus actually, I don't know, it's going to slow him down if he's really macro-minded here. A straight-up 4-gate actually could have been enough to win this game pretty quick, but he's expanding to the gold. Gonna continue making some drones here. He's got a Baneling nest coming up. No Roachhorn this time. This is the first time he's basically gone Baneling first. He did have some in the first game. Didn't quite make a big difference, but we'll see how it sort of works out. All these gateways are going to flip over. Perfect does have this second Nexus, will be done here soon. He's got way more Harvesters, slightly more supply, and Cats really just making tons of Lings. Did Perfect see that gold base? Did he even see the creep? No, he went around the top, so he didn't even see the gold base at all. Perfect. So unfortunate. He got all the way to the natural, didn't see any creep, so he just really has no clue what's happening here. This could be very, very bad if he doesn't find that gold base quickly. 15 Harvesters for Cats. That's such a low number, 7.5 minutes into a game, but oh my goodness. So the Nexus looks like it is going to complete. It was not a fake out. It is finished. Here come the Speedlings here from Cats. So just the first little volley here, trying to keep Perfect in a sort of defensive state of mind. He's going to continue sending Lings, it looks like, as more sprout out of that main. Ooh, some Banelings come in, but pretty quick force fields actually do manage to trap a couple of them and repel the rest. Not a bad move there by Perfect, basically creating a full hook there, so these units will have to go all the way around the Nexus to be able to get into the main. We've got 4 Banelings still remaining. Could do some damage there if he's lucky. Quite a lot of energy still remaining on these sentries, so it could be touch difficult. Gateway number 5 is coming up here for Perfect, and he does have a Twilight Council, so the fact that he doesn't have his upgrades rolling right now makes me think that he's going to be doing some additional tech instead of just using it for that upgrade stuff. But there all the Banelings get trapped, and he's trying to kill them off, but unfortunately all these Speedlings just stream right into his base. Those 3 Banelings, you can see their wireframes, all of them getting killed off there. 1 Baneling remains, but all these Speedlings just got into the main, and they're trying to kill off probes, man. Cat's even snuck away 3 Zerglings. That is what you call foresight. He is morphing 3 Speedlings into Banelings right now behind the smoke. Soon he'll wait for all this to clear up, he'll wait for his Lings to die, he'll wait for Perfect to try and leave this probe line, and those 3 Banelings can come in and kill any huge number of saturated probes. This little chunk right here is where I'm looking for these 3 Banelings. All he has to do is wait it out, wait for Perfect to go back down to that low ground. There he does. Oh, another big Baneling Blast does take a few probes into the red. 1 more Baneling Blast would kill them off, or, some Speedlings coming in and queuing attacks, but Perfect still managing to stay alive here. Has not lost a lot of fighting units. Oh, did I miss the Baneling? No, I'm so sorry, I missed the Banelings. Let's look at workers killed there. 15 workers killed, 4 Cats, 0 killed by Perfect. I'm so sorry I missed that blast. I know it would have been so exciting too. Man, we'll have to do instant replay after the game, or after the series perhaps. I'm sorry. But all these Speedlings running in here now. I'm sorry, man. I thought Cats was going to wait a little bit longer. And you could still see the green goo on the ground too. That's the worst part. Just barely missed it. I knew it was going to happen too. Roach Warren coming up now here for Cats. Dark Shrine coming up for Perfect. This is the first time we've seen any attempt at DTs. Where is that Dark Shrine at? It's plopping it right here at his natural. Kind of interesting there. But we've got a lot of Stalkers and Sentries. Still has kept these guys alive, which is going to be great as we get further into this game. So Dark Templar hitting the field now. This is the farthest pylon he has, actually, is that is natural. He doesn't have any other pylons on the map. So this single DT going to be running around. I'm going to watch that production tab here and make sure that no overseers are being made. Cats just ran right past the DT, but he did not have the Zergling selected, which makes me think that there's no chance he saw that little glimmer. Perfect still does not know about the gold base. Did he see that creep? If you look at the minimap and you take his vision, you can see creep. There it is, actually. One little tiny sliver of creep. So I don't know if he realizes it still or not. But here he goes, checking the third base. Not going to find a base there. Could be a little bit confused. Lair coming up now for Cats. Don't know what he's thinking. Did he see the Dark Shrine? I'll have to take his vision just a second. He did actually see the Dark Shrine warping in. So the Lair's coming up. He's not going to have a chance for Overseers. The Evolution Chamber is being built now, so Spore Crawlers could come in soon. Perfect sees there's nothing here. That is natural. Oh god, we have Baneling's Force Fields again. Oh, that was a good blast. Did that make up for it a little bit? He killed a lot of probes there. I just want to watch these last 2 Banelings chase. Chase, chase, chase. Is he going to get him? No, he's not going to get him. So Perfect did ward off that attack. He did lose a lot of workers. Let's just look at that worker kill count again. 22-0. Oh my goodness. Perfect does have his DT inside the main of Cats now. There is a Spore Crawler nearly complete. No fighting units here to deal with it. He's trying to hack the Spore Crawler into tiny little pieces. The lair is not quite done yet. What is going to happen? Oh, the Queen transfuses the Spore Crawler. Of course the Queen does a transfusion on the Spore Crawler, and it survives. Cats, wow, you are lucky that Queen had energy, man. I don't even know what to say there. He just saved a lot of poor little drones' lives. But perfect. Perfect, man. What are you going to do? You got a robotics bay coming up right in the front of your base. That's not the first place I would suggest building your expensive tech that can actually really cripple you if it gets killed. But you know, you're the top 15 Grandmaster North American player. I am just a lowly observer. We have lots and lots of speedlings here from coL.CatZ streaming across the map. He's still got a slight supply lead. He should have a huge income lead based on having that gold base forever and ever, but he's still only on 31 harvesters. That is very surprising. He hasn't built drones in a long time. He's just building roaches and lings right now. His lair is finished, so he's getting that roach speed at the 14.5 minute mark. It's kind of crazy. But there we have that forge being focused a little bit, more force fields being dropped all over the place. I think this Stalker Sentry combination here is doing wonders for Perfect. Like, he is actually keeping these units alive every single engagement. I'm going to look at the units lost tab here in just a moment as we watch how this sort of wraps up. coL.CatZ, you really don't need to send any more of those units in. I think Perfect's got a handle on it. He just took a big supply lead there, 90 against about 70, and the Make statue actually got destroyed at some point as well. But Perfect actually moving out now. He said, hey, I just killed your whole army and you didn't kill anything of mine. So perhaps Perfect will continue with this rally. He's got a pylon. No, he doesn't have a pylon really anywhere near coL.CatZ base, but he's going to continue to roll with this, it looks like, killing off a few more scattered roaches. 93 supply against 60. This could be a good chance for him to do a lot of damage. He takes the Zelnaga Tower finally and sees all these buildings here at the gold. Oh, he's got his Colossus as well. Cliff walking. If he just leaves that Colossus back at the Zelnaga Tower, basically impossible to kill off. But man, coL.CatZ is in a bad way right now, only making 10 speedlings against this huge force. All the lings getting roasted by the single Colossus very, very quickly. Already has 5 kills. Spore Crawler goes down. Hatch is going to be killed off. coL.CatZ is trying to rebuild that as natural now, and the macro just slipped for coL.CatZ, man. After he got that gold base up, he's like, alright, I'm going to kill him now. Did not quite work out. He never got up that second base. Even on, you know, Tal'Darim Altar, he was dropping like 3 bases at a time, but man, oh man, this is just, I don't know. Perfect, why aren't you continuing this attack? Your opponent is on 1 base and has no fighting units. Perfect, what are you doing? Oh, there's lings counterattacking. Okay, I see. 4 more zealots warp in. There's a Colossus here with 11 kills, just killing all these lings as they run in. More lings and roaches getting popped by these blink stalkers. Perfect has a 3rd base coming up. Perfect's going to be on 3 bases. coL.CatZ is going to be on sort of half of 1. He does, you know, he does still have a lot of mineral patches, but he doesn't even have a 2nd hatchery up right now. So Perfect, I don't know how you could lose at this point. 112 supply, 116 supply against 62, and there's the GG. coL.CatZ loses that last Overlord. He sees the size of that army, and he knows there's no chance that's going to happen. So that's it for Game 4. The series is now tied 2-2. Let's go into Game 5 and see what happens next.